This is the Shams Charania tweet, the Shams nuke, Shams bomb, whatever you want to call it. I have not seen it yet. This is my very first reaction to Brandon Ingram and what the Raptors are trading to make it happen. It is exactly what I just predicted it was going to be. It is Bruce Brown. Sorry, not exactly, but it's Kelly Olynyk instead of Chris Shea. But it's Bruce Brown, Kelly Olynyk, 1 first-round pick, 1 second-rounder. Okay, I'm comfortable with this. I'm absolutely comfortable with this. It will completely, utterly depend what that first-round pick is. If it is the Indiana Pacers 2026 first-round pick, I am on board. If it is Toronto's 2025 own first-round pick, I am sick to my stomach. I am not very happy. But the situation is fluid. Shams, as much as Brett Siegel and Crispy Haynes were on top of this a little bit earlier, Shams was waiting for the confirmation and the final confirmation on this. We don't know exactly what that pick is. We don't know what the protections on that pick are as well. There could be protections on the pick as well. Remember, everybody, we don't know. Not all first-round picks are created equal. But Kelly Olynyk, I am respectfully to Kelly Olynyk, I am completely comfortable. I am completely comfortable with losing Kelly Olynyk. Like honestly, that is good. They took on a 2-year contract in Kelly Olynyk rather than a 1-year contract in Chris Boucher. So almost doing us a favor taking the Kelly Olynyk contract. Let's be honest. Like almost doing us a favor taking that Kelly Olynyk contract, okay? That is like we should be penalized for trading Kelly Olynyk in the deal. Bruce Brown, wipe your hands clean of that one. Second round, 1 second, 1 first. This is trending in the right direction. Again, this largely hedges on what that pick is. Let's see what that pick. Hopefully somebody has it. Maybe Michael Grange will have it. Maybe Josh Lewinberg will have it. Let's see. Losing the Olynyk contract actually makes it a lot easier to re-sign Ingram in the offseason as well. So I'm comfortable with that. We have people in the chat mentioning that it is the Pacers pick. If it is, in fact, Jake Fisher, we can take that as gospel. And the pick is indeed the Pacers 2026 first-round pick. Wow. It is, wow. It is, in fact, slightly better than the trade I wanted because you shed the Olynyk salary. Wow. This is a good trade. This is a good trade, guys. This is the buy low spot that Masai Ujiri has been looking for. Look, we got time on our side to make something happen. This is a fantastic trade for the Raptors, guys. Bruce Brown was a dead asset who we were hoping to get anything out of. Kelly Olynyk was not an expiring contract. This is a dub for the Raptors. This is a dub for the Raptors. The Pacers pick, look, Bruce Brown was just salary, was expiring salary. I got a fire tweet out here as well. Bruce Brown was expiring salary. Olynyk, you get off the Olynyk contract. And only have, things can change. Maybe they add on stuff here, but Bruce Brown's expiring salary. You get off the Kelly Olynyk contract, and lose what will likely be a 20 to 25, a first-round pick in the 20-25 range for next year. This is a W. I think it's a W. This is a W. I like it. More information may follow, but imagine. I'm sorry, but people tweeting at me that this happened. I am literally live reacting to this, man. I am reacting. Look, we'll get the chat thoughts in just a second here. But I liked this. What do we think? Oh, now you guys can see as well. What do you guys think? Okay, so yeah, questions will come in about Brandon Ingram re-signing. This trade doesn't happen without a conversation with Brandon Ingram firsthand. There's just no way. The Raptors are making this trade. They've got the confidence. Brandon Ingram is re-signing. Brandon Ingram is going to be staying with the team beyond this season. That's got to be taken care of. When we traded for Pirtle ahead of the 2023 trade deadline, that was an expiring contract. You had to have assumed that something was in place for the Raptors to bring him back at the end of the season. That was the case, and this is the same case here for Brandon Ingram. What that contract will look like, this is going to have to be definitely an investment. Brandon Ingram was looking for a max contract. And I got to feel like if you make this trade, you got to be comfortable with that happening as well. Again, debatable if Brandon Ingram is worth that, but it's a player entering his prime years. I'm not sure I'd be ready to go for the full 5 years of this, but I don't even think he's eligible for 5 years. But if you go 4 years, I'm pretty comfortable to give it a try at that. Brandon Ingram's a good look, guys. I think the lesson we have to learn with the Raptors here is it's really hard to get star-level talent on your team. Very hard to do it. And if you can do it for this low of a price, you got to pull the trigger and see what you can do with it, I think. I think this is a win for the Raptors as a result. You take one of the picks you got in the Siakam trade. You take one of the players you got from one of the picks this Siakam. So you trade Siakam, you get the Pacers 2026 first, which you've used to get Ingram. You get Bruce Brown, which you've used to get Ingram. And you get Olynyk, who you used to get Siakam. And you still keep the 2024 first-round pick, which became Jacoby Walter. And you still keep Ochai Agbaji. You still keep Ochai Agbaji. So Raptors essentially got Brandon Ingram, Jacoby Walter, Ochai Agbaji, and Brandon Ingram, Jacoby Walter, Ochai Agbaji for Pascal Siakam in the end. That's what it is, because we used the pick. We traded one for Agbaji. We traded Olynyk. We got 26. I don't know, man. That's pretty good to me. So we basically traded Siakam for Ingram, Walter, and Agbaji. Are we really going to complain that much about that? Walter and Agbaji. Walter looks good as a rookie. Abaji's making the right strides this season. I know Siakam's an all-star this year, but you get Brandon Ingram from it. I think this is Brandon Ingram's also younger than Siakam. How old is Brandon Ingram? Brandon Ingram is 27, right? Brandon Ingram's 27, will turn 28 this year. Pascal Siakam is 30, already turned 30 this year. Is 30 this year. I'm really okay with this. Garajan says 8 out of 10. The fit's not perfect. I'll concede it's not perfect, but it's decent. I think the Raptors really needed a self creation guy on their team, and they have it here. This is a pretty good maneuver, man. I'm. To not have to give away our first, we still have our first this year. The Raptors are still going to be bad. Brandon Ingram's injured. He's not going to play out the gate. The Raptors are still not going to be very good this year. I think the dream of Cooper Flagg, Ace Bailey, Dylan Harper is kind of dead with this trade, unfortunately. But like I said, your player odds, I guess, it was unlucky to get them. You want to put your name in that hat, but your player odds and say maybe it wasn't going to happen anyways. you bought really low here on a star player, and I don't think you can flaw the Raptors for doing that. Siakam gets moved for Ingram, Walter, and Abaji. Pretty good, I think, man. Like, Ingram's a little not as good as Siakam, but he's 2 years younger. Great to trade, like B plus. Like, it's not home run or anything, but that's B plus. The lineup, this team's gonna be decent, man. It's gonna make the play-in tournament. It's gonna be quickly Barrett, Ingram, Barnes, Pirtle. That's gonna be a fun team to watch. They make this trade without getting rid of RJ Barrett. They can make some decisions down the line of what this team needs to look like. But like Barnes and Ingram, they're both going to start their max contracts at the same time. That's an interesting group to build around with. Do I see the Raptors doing anything? Yeah, Boucher's still on the line. I think Boucher still does get moved somewhere. They've had interest, but this is, yeah. I was definitely on the side of wanting to tank here. There's work to do here, though. Like there's a lot of work to do. You've just completely sped up your rebuild. Masai Ujiri's never been one to be patient through the rebuild process, and that is the case here. It's intriguing. It's intriguing for sure. Boucher, I imagine, will get traded in the next day or so, which won't be as earth-shattering as this one, but like, man, I was really starting to feel the pressure, like, coming into this stream about the possibility of what this trade would look like, and I think we're happy here. Are we? I'll add a poll here just so we can get a better gauge. But if you guys are enjoying, please hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, reminder: I do Raptors content in streams and videos. I live streamed 4 Raptors games. I was live earlier when the Raptors lost to the Grizzlies. I'll be live tomorrow for the trade deadline. I'll be live on Friday and Sunday for the next 2 Raptors games. I also do videos about this team. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Help us on the road to 20,000 subs in 2025.